Yo, ladies and gentlemen, the season finale of Akame ga Kill has dropped. The anime is done. The manga is done. Everything about it is done. The story was finished. It's done. It's done. And I can tell you right now that this fight was fire. This fight was fire. You guys are enjoying the episode though, give the video a thumbs up. Would mean a lot to me, as well as let me know in the comments down below how this made you feel. How'd you feel about it? But let's begin. So, boy, we've been doing a great job hitting the like button though, so let's do a good job at that. For the last episode of Akame ga Kill, how it ran down was, you know, ESDEATH the last one left. That was basically part of the tainted evil, because the Emperor was caught, and well, he was gonna be killed. So Akame, of course, she tried to persuade her at first. She's like, hey, you don't have to do this. She's like, you know what I do? I know this is over, but I can totally start it all over again. So it's like, alright, okay, Akame's gotta fight her. Akame's gonna fight her, and they're going this all-out brawl. Like, I thought this fight would be a 2-second ass fight, because ESDEATH, like, is strong as hell. No, Akame puts up a fight. She goes into this like cursed mark state form like Sasuke as well, and then bam, we're pulling Gaara versus Lee. She's going left, right, backwards, sideways, up, down, under the ground. Woo! Oh my god, Akame was going in. Good lord, she put up a good fight too. She was beating. First off, she was getting the crap beaten out of her, and then she was beating the crap out of ESDEATH, and then ended up being even. And Jesus Christ, the fight ended up. Oh my god, it was a powerful ass fight. I literally would watch this episode over again. That's how powerful of a fight and how good of an episode it was. You know, how good of an episode this was, because most animes that end off like this, that have the same, like, you know, running down the line of Akame ga Kill, where they run also down like Akame ga Kill, to the point where they run down to this path where they start to rush things. You don't know if they're gonna really answer anything at the end, but they answered everything at the end. You know, the Emperor was killed for doing all of his wrong things. The Prime Minister was also killed by dumbass Leon. She's dumb as shit. She didn't need to die. She would have been alive. She needed to die. But instead, she's like, oh, my Imperial arms just got taken away. I don't know if it was taken away or if it was nullified, but she never healed it off and eventually ended up dying. Because she got all these basically what I'm trying to say is, she got all these bullet holes inside of her stomach and everything, and she was shot and shot and shot, but she was built strong enough to where she can take them to grow from the slums, and then she beat the crap out of him. But the thing is though, is that that's great that you can take it, but you can't heal it off now because your Imperial arms is either nullified or removed or taken away. I don't really know which it is, but it looked to be as though he took it away, his Imperial arms, or he just swiped it. He can take other people's Imperial arms, but if that's the case, he can only take one person's Imperial arm, since after he took it, his ring cracked. So how does that work? I don't really know. Had he have taken hers, so he could have healed off that damage, but he didn't. He could have regenerated, but he didn't. So I thought, why didn't you just regenerate those bullet holes? You know, she would have been fine. It was really sad because when she came back to the slums and saw everybody, she's like, hey, get a drink for Leon. She disappears, goes into the alley of the slums, and collapses and dies of blood loss because she's a dumbass. She always gets her ass beaten up. What has she done in the show? What has she done in this show? Let's think about it. 1, seduced Tatsumi and stole his money. 2, we don't know anything about her backstory besides the fact that she's from the slums. That's literally it. 3, she's an alcoholic. 4, she gets her ass beaten by just about everybody she's fought. Kurame, Run, the Minister, like ESDEATH, like Leon, you haven't done shit. You're literally a cat. You're literally a pussy. It's like I don't. Not a fan of Leon, to be honest. Not a fan. This show did not like her. Whoever the creator was, I feel like his cat, like he must have had like a pet cat. Like this Japanese guy must have had a pet cat, and it really pissed him off because Leon can't do crap. She can't do crap, but she's got knockers. That's all she has going for her, really. That's all she has going for her. But yeah, I just wanted to say that before. I just wanted to say that before I actually wanted to continue with the fight between ESDEATH and Akame. But basically, between ESDEATH and Akame fight, it ended up being where, you know, Akame went to the state and she ended up beating up ESDEATH, and then it ended up being an even fight where they ended up equally beating up each other. It was really good until Akame found an opening which was about to strike and kill her, and then we were all waiting for it. The moment of truth when ESDEATH does use the freezing time trump card, which she does, and of course, and I was like, oh crap, it's over for Akame now. She slashes Akame while she's frozen in time. It doesn't work. It's just a shadow of her bloodlust, she claims. So it's just her being so crazy about killing Akame that she's just seeing things that was not the real Akame. After she stopped it, I don't know why she stopped it. If I were her, I would have not stopped it and looked around to see where Akame was, but I'm assuming that's a time limit, of course, and she still doesn't have much practice on it, so that happened right there. And then she released it where Akame comes up from the sky and she's like, Horene! Yeah, which is basically like Japanese for eliminate, and bop, like her keyword phrase, eliminate, like Naruto's atatabayo. So she like came down, slashed her, she got infected near the chest area, which her heart is, which her Imperial Arms is located. So her Imperial Arms is now intoxicated, and yeah, she is now basically a goner afterwards. Realizing this fact, that she lost to Akame, she's gonna admit defeat. She just casually walks by Akame, like, alright, you gonna backstab her or something? You gonna try and get off one more kill, be disrespectful? Ends up just putting up a wall of ice that way Akame can get in between them, and she sits next to the dead body of Tatsumi, freezes each other, and then breaks each other's ice, so that now their bodies are even gone and they can't be buried alive. They can't not be buried alive, they just can be buried, period. So it was really sad. It was really sad. I'm not gonna lie, it was sad. How she really ended up. I really thought that ESDEATH really had this fight and that it was going to end with the bad guy winning. But no, Akame won. A lot of people were upset that Tatsumi died because they said how can they kill out the main character? The show's fucked up. When in animes, when they don't kill characters, or when they do and they constantly bring them back alive, people are mad. But then when they kill them, people are mad and they don't come back. It's like, guys, pick one. Shit. But no, it's just yeah. They just, no, she didn't want their bodies to be buried, so it was sad, really sad that they disappeared. She was really in that love with Tatsumi. I thought it was just a lust kind of thing where she was just really sprung, but no, she was really in love with Tatsumi. She wasn't like any other villain where she just wanted somebody who was as strong as her, of the opposite sex, in all of her requirements, of course. No, she literally was in love with this guy, and you know you're in love when you would be willing to risk your life for them. So that's what she did, and now they're gone, and they completely disappeared. And what's sad is when Agenda was able to exterminate the old emperor, he was basically, you know, guillotined, his head was cut off. She promised him that she would change the government. He changed last minute, but it's like, we can't keep you alive just because you're gonna change now, bro. You killed a lot of people. You gotta go. Which, of course, he does go, and then after that, Leon dies. But it was interesting because you get to see that everyone's rebuilding their towns, and it's kind of like a Naruto after pain effect. Everyone's rebuilding a town, everybody's happy. No longer is there poverty right now. There's no poverty as we speak right now. There's no poverty. Poverty's been completely erased from their era. Where Najanda's basically made it to where no one is in poverty. I'm assuming she became the next leader, the next emperor. I'm assuming she did. I am assuming that she did become the next emperor. Let's just assume that. And it was really sad because she had to put all the blame on Akame. Basically, for all of the rebels and everything like that, and the Revolution Army, she put all the blame on Akame for that. So it's Akame disappearing, pulling a Sasuke after, you know, the manga and shit like that. And which I probably shouldn't say that because it may have been a spoiler, but yeah, she basically is Sasuke this entire episode. She disappears, and we get to see that right as the anime ends, nobody remembers anything of anybody from Night Raid. I don't even think they remember Najanda? I don't know. I just think that they don't even remember Najanda even being in Night Raid. Najanda was never really exposed to being in Night Raid, let alone she was the boss of Night Raid, but she never was exposed for being in Night Raid. She never had a poster up of herself. So I'm assuming that she was still alive and that she was still healthy, and she probably just kind of grew old and led the government in the right path because she ended up being the next emperor. I'm assuming she became the next emperor. They didn't really say who was, but I'm just assuming that she was. Akame is still alive. She's still healthy. She's still alive, of course. Just every Night Raid member is not remembered for anything, though. The only people that remember it is probably Akame and Agenda. They're the last ones that were standing alive, and they are the only ones that remembered what Night Raid did. Besides everyone else has just been kind of forgotten. I was sad to see as well that what is it? Wave and Run went back to Kermei's grave. I shipped Wave and Kermei so bad. Wave is badass. I liked him, and Kermei's cute, so I shipped him hard. Run ended up being a really good guy. I wish he got more screen time. He's a really cool guy. I loved his backstory and everything because he had a good heart, you know? He had a good personality. He was a good guy. He was a real good guy, but that's basically where the show ended up off. We get to see as well after the ending for the closure. Kame's always constantly jumped by other assassins because I guess she's now some like badass rogue. So a lot of other assassins go after her to test her strength and such like that, so she has to live with that for a long time. But she lives carrying the burdens of killing a lot of people and carrying the burdens of her friends and everything like that. So she doesn't really struggle, and she just says, "Hore!" eliminate, and ends up beating them all, and that is the it for Akame ga Kill. Overall, really good anime. Definitely one of my favorite animes of all time. A lot of people don't like it ever since they started killing off a lot of people, and it really kind of confused me because they're the exact same people that complain about, hey, why does nobody ever die in this anime? They're the ones that complain about Dragon Ball Z, where Dragon Ball characters never officially die for good, like Frieza. We thought that he was gone for good, then came back in GT, and then was gone for good, and now come back in a new movie. So it's like, what do we want, guys? What do we want? What do you want? Everything can't be perfect. Everything can't be right. So it's like, what's up, you know? Everything can't be right, you know? Everything can't be right, you know? So I don't know, it's just how it went. It was a really good anime overall. I'm probably gonna end up doing a full review of it. I probably will end up doing a full review of it sometime. I'm also gonna start reviewing as well Psycho Pass, and what I want to do as well is I want to do some first impressions of these last animes from, what is it, the last animes from the summer, the leftovers from the summer, and then the ones that are in the fall arc right now. And then I want to do some, I want to do a top 5 of upcoming winter 2014 ones, 2015, kind of like that, and such like that. So, yeah, many uploads will be out for that. There's also going to be a Psycho Pass upload today, or not today, tomorrow. The Sword Art Online will also go up today, as well as Parasite. And shit, as well as Psycho Pass as well, so why not? Because I'm now caught up with Psycho Pass. So I've rambled on enough. That's gonna be it. If you guys enjoyed the episode, give the video a thumbs up. We're doing a great job with that. Let me know how you felt about that in the comments down below, how this anime ended. Let me know if you even like this anime, what you think about it, overall ratings, such like that. With that being said, I definitely will be doing a full review of this anime sometime. And yeah, catch you guys later.